Hello. How are you guys doing? Hopefully everything is all right. Let me check my my stuff first. Because I'm not able to see myself live. Okay, should be good now. Let me pause this. Okay. Post it. So we can do some stuff. Let me show you the link that inspired me actually for this. This is the Sigma rule that is basically trying to detect the creation of user account. It's cool though. I mean, it's going to detect that stuff. However, I think there are better ways to detect this. Why I think it's kind of bad? Well, you can improve it by changing the type of the record that it is looking for. Basically, in the Auditd you have these record types. Let's find the proper resource for this. Yeah, record types. And you have like a bunch of them. This is basically the message that is audited. And when we take a look at this, they are going after the syscall, which is whenever a system call is called, right? Whenever there is a system call to the kernel, it's going to generate this event. However, for this to happen, you kinda need to create a rule in the Auditd configuration, which would require you to look at this executable, this binary user add, or something ending with the user add in this case, right? However, you kinda don't need to do it. You kinda can improve on it. Let's see the let me see the history of this. I will show you what is the difference in a second, because it's actually really interesting. Okay, for this, let's go to some machine, Linux machine. And I need to remind myself the IP. As you can see, I'm on the Windows host. Now I am on this Red Hat. As you can see, this is 7.9, which I think is still being supported. This is life cycle. Eight and 9. Okay. 9. So what about the 7 one, guys? Okay. So I assume Red Hat 7 is going to be not supported soon. Not sure. Maybe you will find better materials for this. All right, where is my PowerShell? Here, tool. So let's take a look at. Let's become a root for now. Why not? Let's see if we have any rules now. And that's what we want. Now, let's see whether Auditd is active, right? This is cool. It's performing some logins. This machine I have used for my latest talk, so it has different. I think now what is actually different here is that I have audit logs being ingested to syslog, as you can see. And you can see me testing this. And this is actually one of the ways you could go about also detecting that with the user add daemon or process, I guess, right? You go after user add, user del, all of the different stuff we are interested in. However, we are after the Auditd, which is like the format of the logs for the man. It's most mainly logs you can get. Yeah, do I have any Auditd logs here? Not really. Oh, it is in the messages. Yeah. You can see those are the Auditd. So it's coming from the AudiSPD daemon. Why I was doing this? Why you kinda could see the setup of Auditd kinda transferring logs to the syslog is if you want to use the syslog agent to transfer the logs. Let me actually show you this configuration. DSP. So this is about the plugins. You have like the remote module here as well, but we are not interested in the module. We are interested in plugins. You should be able to see the syslog config here, syslog plugin. Basically specify it to be active. You specify the arguments, which I really like to specify basically the the facility and severity. In this case, facility, right? Local 6. And that configuration would make our audit logs to go to the messages, and those are going to have facility of local 6, as we remember. We're not going to see it there. However, then when you have your Auditd logs being ingested to syslog, you can then go ahead and kinda, send only the local 6 facility with all the severities to some local remote destination, which would be your aggregator or the CM of your choice. Something like that, right? So that's why you would kind of like to go that way. The other way would be to use the audit remote, which is kind of this native solution, which is fine. And the other way would be to use the file bit. The other way would be to use Auditd, basically. So you have many different solutions, right? Let's go back to some detection engineering. So let's add a rule that I'm pretty sure this detection is going after. However, we can actually check it, because all the Auditd rules should, if there is specific rule that is required for this Sigma rules for the Auditd, it should be kind of here. Should be specified in this configuration, also created by the Florian Roth. Okay, he did some updates. Actually, really interested. Cool. So you can see the project is alive. So actually, we can actually take this. I'm interested. Okay, it's here. Let's actually create this rule, right? So quick reminder for you guys. Actually, I suggest you watching my previous streams, when you can learn more about how Auditd works, how to create rules and stuff like that. What are the different record types? I created many sessions about it. We had many talks about it. Created many rules. We can check them out as well. So we call the auditctl program, which is responsible for creating the rules and loading those to the kernel. from what I remember. Yeah. Then you specify the W parameter which is for watch, so it's watching this particular file. Then you specify the permissions, so basically what needs to happen to this file that is being watched. In this case, this is execution. And then we have key parameter of k, which is basically key, which is like this tag you add to your rule. So then you have simple way to search for this output, because you can just specify k and put the tag and everything is visible for you. Let me actually check my phone, so I don't have it here. So give me a second. Cool. So I'm waiting for a package too. Okay, so let's enter this. So we have created our rule. This rule is going to be deleted on the next reboot. In order to make it persistent, you would need to add this to configuration file for Auditd rules. We can actually see the latest. Let's see the latest actually events from Auditd and see that we have added this rule actually to our rule set. Should be somewhere there. Service stop. Lots of different actions are happening. Net filters. I can actually grab this file. I'll use the key. Let's use the key. I told you about it, so let's utilize this. Alright. Config change. Yeah, that's kinda it. I'm wondering why there is so many of them. I think, yeah, okay, that kinda makes sense. So in the past I was performing some stuff with this. This is the latest event. Config change performed by this user, adding a rule with this key. I think this means that it was successful, but I'm not sure about it. Now, let's add the user. Let's add the user Jimmy. And let's see whether we generated the event. Yeah, and this is actually basically what are you looking for with this Auditd rule that you have generated here, or someone has created, right? He's looking for the syscall. There is this syscall, and exe needs to end with user add. And it would kind of trigger on this. But you need to have a rule for it. You need to have a rule for it created for your Auditd. So you kind of need to know how to write rules, or grab this open source configuration file, load this to your systems and stuff like that, which is not always that easy. So we have added the user Jimmy Also, look at this, how verbose is this kind of event, right? This is one action generated this many events, and you can kind of correlate them based on this unique ID 278 in this case. And I guess on the timestamp part as well with the unique ID. It's loading some paths. This is always being passed to the syscall whenever you call some executables. Then basically it's passing the path to the user binary. And you have the CWD, which is providing us with the information. What was the current working directory of the user who performed this action? Then you have exit CVE, so those are the arguments passed to this syscall. And then you have a syscall itself. Right, this is providing us with the information that it was successful, architecture, who performed the action, what binary was used, what command was typed, and key. You have a key at the end, right? So that's what this rule is kind of expecting. However, when we take a look at the Auditd and we kind of grep for this Jimmy, we should be able to see something else, some different events. I think I was adding this user in the past. I like to use Jimmy for it, which is the name of my dog, which is cool. So we should be able to see this type of add user, which is something that I am really interested in, and I think it should be better way to approach this detection. Why it's better way? Because you do not have to have specific Auditd rule basically, right? Then you have this user management ones, which I think are more related to the PAM modules based on this PAM tally. There is second one. Actually, those are the old ones. So we should be looking at this. Actually, because this is all data, let me add a different user. I have never used this user. So let's grep for it. Okay, now I'm intrigued. So we have the user management. User management, and the part of the syscall. And I'm looking for the add user. This is the latest one. ID unknown. Okay. But we have a Timmy here. wondering why the data is so different. Let's delete all the rules. Let's add the user with test. Give me a second, please. Okay, and now let's grab for the add user. How about this? I'm wondering why it doesn't show you the name of the account. However, as you can see, you don't kinda need a rule to trigger this event. Let me grab everything with this ID. Actually, this part. Okay, so only one. That is really interesting. Why it doesn't show us the information about the name? And here it kinda was able to get this information. However, in the end, you have the information that the account was created, you have the ID. For some reason, it has the unknown as a username, and that sucks. We have the executable, and we don't need, we remember that I do not have a rule here, right? Okay. No rule is required. Which is really something that I think we could kinda go after with this rule. I will grab us a quick coffee, so I would require a little break. I will be back in a few minutes. Like 7 minutes, please. So yeah, be right back, guys. Let me Hey, okay. I'm back. I'm not sure whether it was 7 minutes. Like 10 or something, sorry for that. Okay, so as you can see, we have our rule. Not rule, but event. We have information whether it was successful or not. We kinda don't have the name of the user that was added. How do we have PID? Question is whether we get something from this PID. I'm not sure. I don't think so. However, this is something we can kind of create a Sigma rule around. Let's go to encoder.io. Let's grab this rule. Accept and close. Alright, I'm just kind of upgrading on this one. That is already there. I will think about whether I upload it or not. Perhaps I will upload it as a new, or should I upload it kind of as a maybe as an alternative, because it will detect the same stuff. However, it requires no rule, basically. So usual stuff you put here. But my references are going to have also this. I don't need that. Basically, we are looking for the add user type, and that's it. Simple as that. That is so simple. And the rest is the same. Yeah, but the thing here is that you don't need to create this Auditd rule. This one. I'm not sure why ID is unknown in this case. Perhaps I can open the messages and grab the add user. I basically get the ID. Do I have it enriched? Maybe that's the case. Let me go to etc audit vim auditd conf. It's enriched. Okay. ID unknown. Huh, that's weird. Maybe let's Google that. The ID unknown. I bet we are not going to find anything. Yeah. So I think that those are enabled by default, as you can see. Nothing. Yeah, we can. I guess we can assume that this is enabled by default. Well, I haven't done any auditing change. As you can see, we have no rules. Right. I only changed the formatting of the syslog, not the syslog, but the Auditd to enriched. Do I have any other machine I can test this on? I have this elk machine. Let me stop this Red Hat. And let me run this Ubuntu one, which I haven't touched Auditd at all on it. And I think Ubuntu hasn't got Auditd by default. So that's something interesting we'll tackle as well. The other argument you can make that you have one record here, right? Instead of 6, or I don't remember how many records you have with following this kind of logic with the syscall. I mean, it's not that with the today's disk costs, it's not that huge, I guess. Let me see if my system is booting up. Right. So this is Ubuntu 22, and nothing was done in terms of auditing to it. There is no Auditd, so we need to install it. Okay. It's running. Has become So this is clear. Let's call it clear installation of Ubuntu. In terms of auditing, I only have just installed the Auditd, as you saw. So let's add Jimmy. Let's see what happens. And you can see our event. Right? Add user. ID unknown. What the hell is ID unknown? I don't know. But above that you see the add group one, which I guess is generated whenever you add a group. In this case, the primary group for this user Jimmy was added. I mean, it's not a big deal to learn how to get this ID right. It's Jimmy. It sucks, it shows unknown in the logs. Not sure why, or whether I can fix it. But nevertheless, the action of user being created and is being logged. Cool. So I guess this case is valid. Yeah, it kind of stole this, but it does a good job in describing the the logic behind why you want kind of detect this. Yeah, but I think it should be kind of next to it or as an alternative. To be honest, maybe actually that would be a better better way. Would be let's grab a notepad and let's grab the original one. So we would kind of create selection, like selection 2. I will think about it later. So the type would be add user. Right. I forgot how to. Let me see. One of. Okay, it's one of. Yeah, something like this. And we kind of go ahead and grab it. User record type syscall record type, I don't know. And then I would kind of add have the space here. This. Not sure whether it's correct way to do it, but something like that. Right. So that would be a second. I think this is the best way to approach this modification for this rule. Of course, be aware that if you have both of the, let's call them solutions implemented, and by both I mean if you have created the rule, then it would trigger twice, because it would see two events. But I guess it's fine if you index your incidents right away in your sim solution. It should just, collect the events inside the incident. That's how Sentinel kind of works, for example. That wasn't that hard, but you can see the idea. Okay, I think it doesn't like this. Or it doesn't like comma inside here. It doesn't like something. Oh. Right, we have changed this. That would be something like that. Here, and I don't like this too. Let's grab a link actually. Yeah. Okay. So that's how you kind of go about this detection. Let me actually I will save it and push it as an update perhaps sometimes in the future. Not sure how that's how you kind of add yourself as a co-author in this case. Let me check for okay, yeah, after the comma. So that's enough too. The good thing would be to link this video as well. This is so meta. Linking your own video that you create a rule in within the rule you have created. So hello everybody that come from the Sigma rule repository, if I happen to upload this video in the references or not. So I guess I prefer to do like a short streams like that to tackle one topic, show you some Auditd looks. Actually, we could also use del Jimmy and see what happens. Yeah, del user would be the second one. And as you can see, the ID in this case is correct. Which is really something I don't understand. This is unknown. And when I delete the user, it's fine. It's weird. Act cool. So how are you guys doing? Guess someone is kind of watching those streams, trying to be more active on the streams and show you some more Linux detections and Auditd looks that you kind of have to deal with anyway, because currently you still have no better option than Auditd. Yeah, but I showed as a like finishing notes. I highly recommend this. This repository of Auditd rules. This is like the greatest place to start, I think. Shows you so many different rules, gives you so much value for free, which is kind of unreal in my opinion. And don't take me wrong, this entire stream or me talking about this detection in particular, this detection is not wrong. I just see a different approach to detection. I specified my arguments why I prefer the other one to this one. However, this is perfectly fine. This is going to work as well as the other one. This is just an upgrade. Something like this, I guess. I like it. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.